doing these classes now for over 10 years. I do them as one-to-one individual private classes, but I also do amazing team building activities and community group activities as well. I teach you a few tricks that are beyond the sort of really simple granddaddy type tricks of where they taught you the 3 pounds of 7 cards and all that sort of stuff that everyone does down the pub. These tricks are ones that you can use, you can impress your friends, and they look really, really good. They go great online if you want to do something over a conference call, but they also go fantastic one-to-one in person. You can learn these tricks by either booking for a private event, or you can go to my website, letterboxmagic.com. On there you can find the class in full, and you can learn it and have access to it for as long as you like. So book the Magic Masterclass as part of your next team building activity, event, or as a private one-to-one lesson. Get in touch by visiting matthewjmagic.co.uk and clicking on Masterclasses under the Services section. See you soon. The Flying Pizza in Leeds. So just print out loads of your name on, so I've got like a full deck with Maury written on, so I'm not really sure. These are all different, Maury, these are all different, so you can keep that as a souvenir, that's you. No problem. I'm late, and I'm on the wrong camera. Useless. Hello. Sorry, I am late. My phone just crashed. So I've not been able to share it out in the groups. How are we doing? Come and say hi. I know I'm behind from what we normally do. Please do say hello so I know that you're there and that you are definitely joining us. I'm just going to put a little overlay on as well to remind people to like and share and comment. If you're joining me after the event, please, like I say, jump forward a couple of minutes just because I want to finish off sharing these things out. It's been a run around today. I've just been helping Kieran get Elliot's ready because luckily they are open again on Friday. Yes, awesome. So I'm pleased about that. My friend's bar's reopening in town. So yeah, please feel free to jump on their site, which is just Elliot's if you search for Elliot's, or if you're a frequenter of Elliot's, they open on Friday. So happy days. So we're helping Kieran with that today. I didn't do much, to be fair. I was only there for about an hour. Otherwise, come and say hello. Let me know you're there watching, just so I know there are people in. Otherwise, I don't get to see that you're actually watching. I'm just doing this bit. I do like to know that people are there, so please say hi, and then I'm not just all sat here on my own just talking rubbish. I can start showing you some magic. I've got a couple of tricks for you today, and I've got some stuff to show you as well that I'm really quite proud of for stuff coming up, and some great news as well, and some sort of mediocre news if you really enjoy these posts that I do and the chats that we do, because I'm winding them down a little bit today. But I'll give you the details of that in just a minute. But I still haven't seen any comments from... Adele. Hi, Adele. How are you? Hi. Are you watching with Arthur? I don't know if Arthur's there with you. If he is, hi, Arthur. How are you? Hope you're well, matey. And yeah, feel free, Adele. Arthur can ask me anything about magic and I'll answer any of his questions for him while I'm sat here. I'll get rid of doing this. I'm just put on some bits. I know some people like to see it on the groups and things. So there we go. That'll do me for now. Right, get rid of that. And then I am on. I've got 4 viewers, that's good. 6 viewers, going up, that's good. Excellent work. And my mum's there as well, so hi mum. Hope you are well and good, and it was great to see you yesterday. So I got to see my mum yesterday and my dad at a social distance, of course, which is really important. But we got to see them both yesterday because I went over to pick something up from Halifax, and my dad wanted one as well, which I want to show you all that in just a minute. First, I wanted to show you this. This is a Rubik's Cube that I bought a little while ago, and I bought it with the intention of doing some tricks with it that were going to be slightly different. I don't know if you can see from that angle, but if I can click to here, you should be able to see close up. Oh, hello Adele, what we're saying? He's in nursery, and you're working from home, but I'll show him. Oh, no problem. That's not a problem. Yeah, you can show him back later. Not a problem, Adele. Yeah, so sorry about that. What else are we on? Replay. Oh, cool. That's what you meant. That's fine, Adele. That's cool. Right. Why am I not getting a camera angle switch? What's going on, Elgato? You are messing me around. You're not camera angle switching for me. That's not good. You should do. Are you doing other stuff for me? You are doing that. That's fine. I can get rid of that. But why are we not switching cameras? Where is the additional camera? Why aren't you doing that automatic? You should do when I press that button just there. That one. You're supposed to switch for me. You're not doing. Useless. Right. Okay. I think it's because I've renewed my membership with them rather than buying their thing. Yes, this is like a Lego Rubik's Cube, right? And I bought this about a year or so ago, about 18 months ago, with the intention of coming up with a trick with it. It actually came with these little guys. The connoisseurs amongst you will be able to tell these aren't real Lego figures, all right? I'll show you close. I'll show on that one. That switches back, so it must be the wrong camera that I've got switched in. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Hi, Dave. How are you? Hope you're well. Dave is a fellow magician over on the East Coast there. Yeah, they're not real Lego figures, but the cool thing is you can take them off. Oh, they do fit Lego bricks, so I'm not quite sure how the copywriting works there, but it was quite a well-known toy shop that was selling it, so it must be copyrighted within the thing. But yeah, the Lego figures are a little bit different, but they don't matter. But I think I might do a trick with some Lego figures anyway, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm thinking I can use those Lego figures on here. But I wanted to come up with a trick to do with this cube. Oh, hey, hang on, what happened there? You switched it for me automatically. I think I pressed the thing. So yeah, so I wanted to come up with a trick with this cube itself. Well, it's a bit more difficult to handle. It's a bit bigger, like because of the blocks. It's slightly bigger than my regular cube. But yeah, there's still the stuff where you can sort of solve it. Frank's coming to say hello. Hi, Frank. He might come in here. He's scared of the leaf blower though, which is on the floor. So I
don't know. Yeah, you can solve it like that. But the thing with this is, a lot of people when they were kids would take. Oh yeah, some people give me some loves and likes. That's what I need. Thank you so much. Make sure you give us those ones. That basically boosts me up the ranks and give us a little share as well. That really helps if you share us on your groups and people can come on and see as well. They're not all the right colours because you don't like black on a Rubik's Cube. But if you remember when you were kids, some people used to take the stickers off. So hi mum. Mum's decided to come on. Hi mother. Hello. Probably watching your phone because your iPad's not working at the moment. Your iPhone's not working at the minute, is it? So you're probably watching your iPad. So thank you for joining me. Yeah. So you were with me when I bought this, Mum, actually from York. So these actually, the Lego bricks, right? They come off. So hi Dave, how are you? Hope you are well. I'll get you on there in a second. So hi Dave. Yeah. So these little Lego bricks, they come off. Now, my intention was to come up with a trick that I could do with this where it looked like it was scrambled, so the whole thing looked like it was scrambled, and then you took the Lego bricks off and it was actually solved, right? So yeah, I'm still working on it. I've still got to come up with the actual full idea for how I'm going to make that work, but yeah, it's pretty smooth. To say it's like a thing, you can actually, if those of you that aren't there, so that have not solved a Rubik's Cube before, I haven't seen what when I talked about this previously, or I've told you how to do it, you can actually move it quite well and quite easily. I'm just checking which sides are which, because obviously with the black side, I don't know how that's going to work because it's different, a different colour. But you can solve it just like how you solve a Rubik's Cube, so you can solve it exactly the same way. Or you could just take all the bricks off and put them all back on. I suppose I could get two and we could have a race. So we could have a race between myself and somebody else as to them to solve it. That's quite a cool idea. But I don't think it's the best idea. If you have any ideas of what you could do with the Lego Rubik's Cube, please do get in touch and let me know, or drop your comments on here. That would be helpful, because I know there's a trick in there somewhere. What's bugging me is that there's definitely a trick in there, but it's just a case of figuring out what the trick would be and whether it would be any good. But I reckon it would be definitely something that you could do as an actual trick. So this is how you solve a cube anyway. I'll go through that quickly for you because it's not magic, so I'm going to tell you how to do it. First of all, you solve the white cross. In this case, it's going to be a grey one for me, because there's a grey side. There aren't any white sides on here other than underneath the bricks themselves, and they have to go, each centre doesn't move. So if you see the white cross at the top, or the grey cross, the lines have to go down. That one's to black, which would normally be orange. That one there is to red. That one there is to blue. That one there is to green, and the green centre and the edge match there, and the same all the way around. The one it comes down as and the centre one have to match, okay? So Mark Edwards, oh hi Mark, how are we doing? Hope you're well. I heard from you a bit. I hope you well. Good to see you. Yeah, so you solve those lines all the way round, right? Now when you've solved that, you flip the whole thing over so that cross is facing downwards. When the cross is facing downwards, you're going to solve all the corners. Now, this is going to take me a minute because they're different colours to the normal cube. So what you're trying to do now is trying to put the corners in the right position. So I have got all my corners here, which I am now putting into position one by one. I will show you. So this one, for example, this one here is the black, grey and green corner. So I know that needs to go, grey needs to be on the bottom, and it needs to be on the bottom there. It needs to be between the black and the green side. So I put that black, grey and green corner above where it needs to be, and then there's an algorithm that just moves it into position. So now it is in position and the grey bit is solved there, right? And the same thing now with that last one. That one's the blue, green and grey corner. That's got to go down there at the bottom corner, grey side, but between the green and the blue. So I've put it into position above where it needs to be, and then I do the algorithm to put it into place. So now that's in place as well. I've solved the bottom layer. Okay, now the middle layer, you're then going to do the same sort of thing. Now see that one there, that's blue and green. Okay, that needs to be between the green centre and the blue centre. So it's actually in the right place for me to start this algorithm from. The algorithm looks like this, and that puts it in position, so it's now in the right place as well. And I just now go round and I do that on all four of those sides, so all four sides, to make sure that those ones are in the right place. I get them all in the right place. That's that one. We'll go with another one. You've got to turn this slightly more gently because I feel like the brick's going to pop off if I do it by mistake. That's that one. That's the red black one, and the last one to go into place is the green yellow. Sorry, the green black, which is there. So the green black is going to go into place like that. And that one is now in place as well. So then we've got all those bottom layers are all fully solved all the way around. Okay, excellent work. So you've solved those first bottom layers. Got to give myself a round of applause. That's quite hard work. Right, so you've done that, and then now what I want to do is I'm going to solve the top layer, and we'll top the top side next. Okay, so the top side is going to be solved next. Okay, so to do that, I need to do a couple of moves. Again, the few algorithms that get us to solve that side, and then we've got a series of moves to now make sure we can get this cross solved. I'm looking for a yellow cross on top, which I have, and then now it's a bit complicated when you've got this. Do it 2 more times, I think. There. Okay. It's all muscle memory, so when your muscles go, it goes a bit weird, it doesn't quite do right. So now I've solved the yellow side, so that yellow side is solved, and now I've just got to move these edge pieces into the right place. And look, I'm looking for headlights, so I want 2 of the same colour on each side. They're not matching yet, but I can do that by doing this. And then I should have now at least 1 set of headlights. I have the green ones there. Okay, so I do the same thing again. Same algorithm again. And that will get me headlights all the way around. Come here. That gets me headlights all the way around now. So I've got blue ones there, I've got red ones there, I've got black ones there, and I've got green ones there. And then the final bit, final algorithm looks like this. And that gets me the red side solved. So the red side's now fully solved for me. I've got headlights the rest of the way around. I just need to do that 1 more time. That's going to solve the whole cube for me. Right. Oh, no, 1 more time. Another one. So it's not quite as smooth to solve. And there you go. Now we've got a fully solved Lego Rubik's Cube. It does work a lot faster in when you're actually doing it, then concentrating rather than showing somebody how to do it. But that's how you solve a Rubik's Cube. But I'm trying to think of a trick with it, and I'm sure if I rack my brain I'll be able to come up with something for it, almost maybe like a challenge that they have to take the piece off and put it back on in the time that I can solve the cube, and then we solve my cube, but then it's not solved. Oh, I could do that. So my cube is not solved, and then it's solved underneath the stickers. Leave it with me, I'll have a think. What does that look like underneath? I just needed to show you this on here so I have the impetus to actually start getting to work on it and doing something. So yeah, okay, maybe I could do that. Right, okay, I'll think about it. I'll have a think what I can do and get to it. Right, okay. Next thing I wanted to show you. Oh, cheers, Dave. Thanks very much. Dave, you'll like this. This is something new that I've just picked up. So our friend Magic Bob is a great magician, a great guy as well. I don't know if I've told you about him before. I think I have mentioned him before. He basically lives in Halifax, up on a hill in Halifax. You can see right over the valley. It looks amazing, and he makes belts now for a living. So he used to deliver Land Rovers, but then decided he was fed up with that, didn't want to do that anymore, and now he makes belts. And this is one of his awesome belts that he makes. This is actually a lightweight version of his actual belts. You can find his real belts, so the ones that he makes, on sorry about that. My bad. My bad. My bad. Oh, my bad. That's my fault. Sorry about that. I'm muting myself. So basically, when I switch screens, I'm muting myself. So thank you very much, Mother. Thank you, Dave. Really sorry. That's my unprofessionalism, because on my Chrome screen share it's set to mute and it shouldn't be, but that's my fault. So sorry, Dave. Thank you. Right, so I'll explain that again. This is Magic Bob's site. It is beltaware.com. or .co.uk, I can't remember off the top of my head, but this is Facebook page. If you search for Belter on Facebook, this is the stuff that he produces. So I wanted to show you what he did for me this time. Check that out. Have a look at the stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for your help. Hopefully you've got me back again. Good. Hopefully you have a sound now. So sorry about that. Right. So yeah, this is his stuff that he produces, and this is what he made for me. So let me just flip back now, come back to my main feed, and hopefully my sound is still on, so you can still hear me. That would be useful for you, wouldn't it? And yeah, this is the belt he made for me. So it's not as tough a quality as the ones he normally makes, but that's for a reason. It's because of what I need it for. But yeah, they are beautiful. I love his logo. Look, that's the Belter, the Belter logo right on there. That's basically Bob. That's what he looks like. That's his little logo. Anyway, what he made for me, I've had my juggling knives for 20 years. When I first bought them, they cost me a lot of money. They were £49 per knife, I think, off the top of my head, because they're well balanced juggling knives. For years, I've kept them in like a thin cloth bag that would just fall apart. And I showed you when I first came up with this a few weeks ago. The thin cloth bag, they'd sort of stick out the bottom a little bit and didn't really look like they were any good. So what I did was I asked Bob if he wouldn't mind having a look to see if you could make something for me. My friend Michael Jordan from Hijinks, he has some beautiful juggling knives, and they're in a flight case, and he brings them out and he gives them that extra sort of look of kind of danger and stuff, because they're kept in like a solid flight case. Now I didn't want to do that, one because Michael has that and he does it beautifully, and two because I don't want to have to carry around. Michael does a full illusion show, so he carries around tons of boxes. I didn't want to have to carry around anything quite as big. So our initial idea was that we made a butcher's roll, but we thought that'd use up too much leather. And so eventually what I did was he designed up a scabbard. I don't know if you remember a few weeks ago, I showed you the scabbard design. But this is what Bob has made for me. Now, this is my actual Belter scabbard for my juggling knives. So my juggling knives fit in there. We've got a little buckle on the middle there to keep them nice and secure. This here, the belt that Bob made me, goes through here at the back, and it's a matching leather. That's why it's a bit of a different leather material, because the ones he usually makes is out of bridal leather. This one is out of this softer leather. I can't remember the name of what the leather was. Mum, can you remember what he said it was called? I can't remember. And this is designed so that when I'm doing my actual shows, I won't have this on all the way through my show. It's when I climb up on my roller bowler. So if you see me roller bowling, you'll know that I'm climbed up about 5 or 6, I'm about sort of 10 feet in the air by the time I'm done. So I don't want to have a kid to pass these up to me. So I've got them now, so they sit on my belt just here, and then I can pop this off when I've climbed up to the top of my roller bowler. I can pop this off. Bit order that way around, I'm not used to it yet. But these come out of my scabbard like this, and then I've got my juggling knives then to juggle up on top of my roller bowler, and I absolutely love them. I think they're great. I think the actual belt thing's great, because I've had the knives obviously for a long time. They take this off now because I don't need it. Whoop. Pull that out. They fit in there just like that, and they all go inside into the sheath themselves, so they sit inside there, and then they've got the little thing on the front that like fastens shut just like that. So yeah, I'm well chuffed for those. With that, even I think it's absolutely fantastic. So I'm really pleased that he's done that for me, and all the detail and stuff on as well. Even got his little logo there on the bottom. So yeah, I'm really proud of that, and I'm really can't wait to get using it. Which is some great news, because next Tuesday I have my first gig in a long time. So I did an outdoor garden party. Sorry, second gig. The first one I did was just for a few people in a garden, and it was just some close-up stuff. This is my first family show that I'm doing in a long time. Is on Tuesday, and it's going to be in someone's garden again in Halifax. So I've got to go over there, and I get to use this for the first time because the kids of the family are old enough for me to warrant being able to juggle knives, and them to understand they can't try that at home. And it's for a family of 5, I think, the people that. Oh wait, up, hang on. What's happened there with picture in picture? Something weird's happened. I'm back. Yeah, so I can do that, and I'm going to do this in the garden there and try it out with the juggling knives in the garden, which is something that I've not done in a long time. I've actually noticed this as well. This here, because he said the leather will wear quite a bit and it'll get looser. that's quite loose for me. But what I've realised, that's great because he's done it just so it closes that up. But I can put my carrot in there, and I can hold my carrot in there. So when I take my knives out, I can chop the carrot with them to prove that they're sharp. So yeah, that's the plan. Anyway, so looking forward to that first proper gig next Tuesday. On that, it means I've started to get a lot. I've started to get a lot busier. Things are busying up quite a lot. So who's that, Mark? Looks smart. I need to go and have a conference call at 4. Work with. All right, Mark. Thanks a lot, matey. I'll see you soon. Thank you for coming on. Mark comes to my shows, and luckily he's going now because I'm going to do this trick on Saturday. Because I'm going to show him the trick on Saturday. Because I've done a show for Families United every week since the start of lockdown. So that's about 13 shows I've done for them now. And so I'm repeating stuff with them. Well, not repeating stuff. I'm finding new stuff to do with them. So I'm glad Mark's off, to be honest, because I can do this trick and I can show them on Sunday as well. Sorry, Saturday. I've not showed them yet. So am I still muted, Dave? Dave says I'm still muted. Let me have a look. Let's have a look. I should be good. No, that should be me on, Dave. I think unless I'm quite low. Give us a yell. Let me know you can hear me, Dave. If not, or if you're still there, indeed, Dave, that would be helpful. Right. So let's have a look at this camera because I'm going to have to show you on here. I'm going to have to get up that thing. It's decided to get rid of my switcher. So let me pull that back. I'm going to have to do it by hand. Not now. Oh, good. Perfect, Dave. Cheers. Right. So I wanted to show you this trick, and it's something that is a cool little trick that I've been doing in my shows where I was doing them live, and obviously since Christmas I've not really done it. So, cheers, Dave. Sorry, matey. Thank you very much. My apologies. You'd have thought after all this time I got used to the tech on how to do this, wouldn't you? But yeah, it's a pain because I've got to switch between microphones for this and Zoom because yeah, I'm not going to. Oh. Sorry, that was Siri. Right. Okay, so I'm going to have to switch to this camera here at the side. Just so I'll tell you what, I'll show you in here. We've got some cards here, okay? 2 piles of cards, in fact. Now, I don't know if you guys have been doing your laundry and stuff over lockdown. But I always have a bit of a problem with the laundry when I'm doing my washing, pairing socks, right? And I've got that issue quite a lot when I'm pairing socks. So what I'll do is I'll show you on here. I've actually got loads and loads of sets of odd socks. Okay, so I always end up with odd socks. I'm missing socks and things as well. So I've got lots and lots of pairs of odd socks. Okay, now what I would like you to do, and normally I'll do this in real life, obviously I can't. I mean, you can shout at your screen as much as you like, but for this I want you to just shout stop at any point. Okay. There. Okay, fair enough. And now, like I say, on this, genuinely, we always do this, and I always tell you that you could have literally you could have stopped any way you like, okay? Because if I can't do it in real life, there's no point in me doing it on this thing. This is just to show you basically that they are all. Let me just switch that back. My camera switch on that button has not stopped working for some reason. I think it's because the Elgato is changing. But yeah, you go through, and every single pair of socks is different except for one, and you're trying to find a pair. So hopefully, if we get to the end of here and we've not found the pair, that hopefully means, with a bit of luck, that we should have the one pair that you guys have stopped at is what we're trying to get. Let me flip back to that one. So what we're trying to get to be the matching pair. Okay, so you ready for this? The matching pair of socks. The one pair that you guys stopped us at, you shouted stop for me at, and that would be how we do it in real life. The one pair that you stopped us at, we should have this one, which is, let's have a look, yellow and green and stripy. That's good. That's what I want. Yes, that's my favourite pair. And also this one, this side, which is also the yellow, green and stripy sock. Yes! Get in! Just seeing that on the camera at the front. Right, so basically, you're trying to find a pair, and you've found a pair, but they're not a matching pair. but I never said they'd actually match each other. Okay, what we've tried to do with a bit of luck, now I need to just move this forward for the next bit so you can see. With a bit of luck, if I move this out of the way, we should have this one, excuse me, should match. I'll try and stand up. I don't know if I can even stand up in here. This one, let's go with that one first. What's that, right foot, is it? This one here should hopefully, with a bit of luck, match this sock just here, which should be that one. And then the other sock, I'll put that down there, should hopefully, with a bit of luck, match this one on this side. So I'm not going to stand on my table because it's going to fall, so I'll show you one at a time. That one and matches that one, and this one over this side matches this one as well. Oh, big round of applause. Thank you so much, guys. Absolutely amazing. I know, I'm amazed myself. Perfect, thank you. I know you're clapping, you're loving, like, all that sort of stuff as well. Oh, okay. Now, because of that, and you found the mismatched pair, we don't like the ending there. The best thing about it is, because you found a mismatched pair, you were trying to find a pair. And although none of these matched before, actually now, if we turn them over, you'll see every single pair of socks. Let's flip to the side so we can see. Sorry, I'm going to have to do that again on here because technology has let me down. Every single pair of these socks should match perfectly all the way down. Does that make it any better so we can see any better? No, that makes it worse. Okay, sorry. My things are off here. Let's go that way again so you can see there. These ones, every single pair all the way down, these all match exactly the same when they didn't match before, and the only pair you found that didn't match were the ones that matched the ones on my feet. Yeah, cool. And then we go all the way through the shot, all the way through these two, and finally these two. There we go. And that trick is called socks, strangely enough. So health and safety gone mad. Sorry, Laura. Yeah, I'm in my cabin, so health and safety at work. I've got a big notice that says please don't do anything dangerous. I've got a big scabbard with knives in down here, so yeah. Usually I get up on my on the table or a chair at the wedding or whatever, and they match my socks up. And yeah, I do love the trick, right? I love the trick. However, there's a but. My friend Mark James told me, I said to him, I love that trick, it's absolutely fantastic, it suits me really well because I've got I wear pretty jazzy socks anyway, so it suits me really well for the trick, and I do love it, and it fits my style of performance really well as well, and I was really impressed by it, put out by Vanishing Ink, and by the guy that produces this trick that came out with socks, is a guy called Michael Huot. Now, it is a great trick. I'm not so great on crediting. I don't really. My friend Mark, like I say, and some other friends are absolutely amazing at it, and they know exactly where tricks came from and exactly who did something, who did what. And there is another trick where a guy on stage, it's from years ago, quite a few years ago, and he did this trick on stage where he had a big laundry basket with all odd socks in it, and the audience members picked out a different sock each from the basket. They had a free choice of a sock from the basket, and then those socks matched his socks, right? Now, brilliant trick. I think that's an amazing trick. So yeah, I'm not sure if that guy should be credited as an inspiration for this trick. I know where did I see that sort of written down, but then you could argue it's a different trick because it uses the cards and then the socks all match up in pairs at the end. So it's one of them. I don't know. I love the trick. I think it's a great trick, and it makes it very performable for me rather than carry around a huge washing basket full of socks. So yeah, it makes it very performable for me, and also you've got the extra added kicker of all the socks matching at the end when they didn't match beforehand during the trick. So yeah, I'll let you be the judge of that. I like the trick. I think it's a great trick, and it works really well for me performing it wise when I'm out and about and actually able to perform. Right, so that's me babbled on a bit today. Oh, should we do one more? We'll do one more trick. One more before I finish up. What time are we on? 3 o'clock. Excellent. So that was my other thing that I was going to say today. Basically, my shows are coming back a little bit, and I'm also getting quite busy with other stuff. So getting things back in order, back running again, particularly when I realised that I've not quite got all the stuff done that I wanted to get done during lockdown, like work on some new stuff for the show and that kind of thing as well. So time is getting ahead of myself. And also I know people have got other things to do. So people have got things to do, like they're going out more, they're going to different places more, all that sort of thing, and because things are getting eased a little bit. Whether or not that's going to change in the near future, we don't know. However, I'm going to start knocking these down to once a week of doing the actual Babble, and then once a week of doing the free lesson. So I'll still do the free lesson every Friday at 2 o'clock, and then once a week on a Wednesday at 3:30 I'm going to do the random Babble bit. I'll change that if I need to on a week where I've got a gig or something and I can't do it on the Wednesday and I have to do it on the Monday instead. I'm going to chop and change between the Monday and Wednesday, but I'm going to try and just do these every Wednesday, and then I'm going to do the free lesson on a Friday at 2. I was thinking about doing this one on a Saturday, but I think it kind of suits better just fitting at this time. Whether or not I go later into the evening for when people are home from school and stuff, but then on half term, on end of school anyway. So it's going to be Wednesdays and Fridays. So Wednesday at 3:30 and Friday at 2 for the free lesson, right? So I'll show you one more trick before I finish up, yeah, happy days. Oh, I'll show you 2 more tricks actually. We'll do 2 more. So this is a trick where I'm going to get you to choose a card out. It's a pick a card trick, and they can pick any card they like. So just shout stop for me anytime you want. Stop. Perfect. Take your card, have a look at it, and let me see what it is. Got it? You happy with it? Excellent. Now I'm going to put it down on the table. I'm going to give these a bit of a mix through, and you put it back anytime you want. They put the card back. Ooh, I'm going to shuffle it in the rest of the way. Sorry I'm not flipping between cameras for you to get better views today, because I've messed up my switcher. I need to fix that after this. We're going to try and find your card. We'll find it by doing a special trick. What trick would you like us to do today to find your card? We'll let you find it, okay? We'll let you find the card today. So basically, we'll put the cards on the table, and I want you to cut the cards wherever you like. Just take a small portion, and then I want to flip those over. So they take a small portion, they flip those over like this, and put those on top. And then I want to do it this time. I want you to cut deeper into the deck. I want to flip those over as well. So we put deeper into the deck, and they flip those over. Now the spectator does this themselves anyway when we do the trick. Obviously, I can't get you to do it because you're not here, you're all the way over there. So oh, Mum said good trick, sorry I missed that, Mum. There we go. And so now we're going to go through, and the first card that we come to, let's go, it's going to be the first card the first face down card is going to be your selection, hopefully your card that we just found, we just lost in the deck. So hopefully we go through, the card that you went for with a bit of luck should be this one. 8 of hearts. Yes! Spot on. Well done. Perfect. Mum said, who's the little man on the shelf behind you? I'll come to that in a second, Mum. Thanks for asking. Oh, yeah, you weren't here the other day, were you? Okay. Yeah, I'll show you that in a sec. So, yeah, 8 of hearts. Okay, 8 of hearts. Now, this is printed wrong for me, because I want you to look at this heart here for now on this side. You see it's upside down, okay? Because that's the one we've got to go off at the minute. Just because usually I could do this another way, and you'll see why in a second. I move back here. Oh no, Shona's thing that's fallen down. Leave that out of the way. My little quote from Shona's fallen off. Put that up there on the shelf. Right. So yeah. So hopefully we knew you were going to pick that, because we talked about my socks earlier on. On the bottom of this one, I've got an 8. Oh, wrong way. That way. An 8. Hopefully, at the bottom of this one, you'll see why I couldn't do this the other way around. Usually you pick your legs up at the back and you can see it the right way up. We should have a heart, but it's upside down on this side because I can't turn my foot over the other way. So there you go, 8 of hearts. Woo! No, I'll do that because I now can't reach the button. I can't get it down. There we go. Woo. Oh, it's a bit quiet, that one. The home is a bit quiet. Right, there you are. So 8 of hearts there as well as the one that you chose a second ago. Right, yes. So who was the guy, Mother? Who was the guy on the thing? I will show you. Actually, I'm going to leave that till next Wednesday for our thing there. Thanks a lot. Glad you liked it. I'm going to tell you who the little man is, though. That's fine. So we'll tell you who that is, and let's play our music out as well while we do it, and flip to our end screen as well. There we go. Oh, cool. Right. So yeah. If you weren't here last week or the other day when we did it, the little man is a guy called Max the Monkey. So Max the Monkey is this guy. I did a show, Facebook Live show on their page on Saturday. So Max are a charity that I do a lot of work for. That's on there. MACS. This is Max the Monkey. Oh, there we are. And last week was Max Awareness Week. So I had one of these previously. Max used to be sat on the front of the car. You can't see him very well. He's right on the front where the headlights are on the top of the car, right in front of the top box. That was Max. That's somewhere in the Naryn Valley, which is somewhere in Kyrgyzstan. Oh, that way. So it's hard to sort of do this one this week. Which is somewhere in Kyrgyzstan. So when myself and Lynn drove to Mongolia for Max, we had a little Max the Monkey was sat on the front of the car. He got really wet, really dirty, because we drove through desert and stuff. So yeah, we went to an orphanage in Ulaanbaatar and we got there to go see some kids in the orphanage. I made balloons for a load of them and one of them took a shine to Max, so they ended up with the grubby Max the Monkey that was on the front of the car. They took him. So last week Max sent me another one to do a magic trick with. Oh, Mum says she wants one. He's lovely. I'm sure if you contact them, Mum, and ask them how much he is, I'm sure they sell them on the web page. So I'm sure they sell them on the website, and that would support Max as well loads, because then you can make a donation, obviously, on there. So yeah, Max is a great charity. They're for children that are born and their eyeballs don't grow properly. So basically, their eyes don't develop. They fund a lot of research into that. They also fund a lot of things to support the families of those children. Because it can come as a massive surprise to them when that happens, and they don't know what to do really. So they really help by funding those support networks and things for those people. So they're a fantastic charity. So if you get a chance to have a look, please do visit them on the Max page, and just search for Max, and you'll see it there. I'll show you on here. Oh no, I won't, because I'll be faffing around again. Oh, let's do it quick. Go on there. Go to Max, search for Max on Facebook. Oh, hey up, press the wrong button. I'm still on Belters. I'm showing you where forget it. Hang on. I'm showing you where Bob lives now. Right, it's not bringing my page to the front, so I can't see it. So yeah, just go into there, type in Max, MACS, have a search. Max's page looks like that one there, the second one down, not the top one. That one there, Bush. That one there is Max. And you can see all about those. And if you visit that page as well, you can watch my show back actually from the other day. It'll be somewhere on there on the live stream. But Max Awareness Week last week we made about £2,500. So really pleased with that. We raised that for those last week. So yeah, that's me for this week. Thank you, Mother. And we'll wrap up on Friday. I'm going to be doing a magic lesson. I've not decided what I'm doing yet, so it's not going to be a card trick. It's something else on those Fridays. And so we'll be doing that this Friday. That will be. Just noticed, because I had to change my skin tone and everything this morning on here. I had to change my camera even this morning, which changes my skin tone and all that sort of stuff. I did it for a one I did before, so it's actually made me look like I've got a bright red nose, like a clown. Let me change that so it looks a bit better while I've still got it on. There you go. Not as bad now, am I? He says. Hopefully not. Hopefully I don't look as bright red now. Right. Yeah, I was on Zoom this morning. See, this is it. You see, I'm so smooth. You get to see all the back end of what I actually do as well, and what I faff around with during the show. Right. So thanks, Mother. Yeah, I'll be on Friday. I will see you then, and come back to see the free trick stuff. So thanks for watching. I will love you and leave you. I'm going to sign out now. And any questions, by all means, if you watch this after the event, do fire them through to me, and I can answer your questions for you then. See you later. Bye bye.